big one.
Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to go out on the kayak, but today is truly a mystery. I don't know what I'm going to catch out there. I'm going to go fish a different area I've never really fished before, and who knows what's going to happen. Might catch some weird stuff, might catch nothing, might catch something huge, who knows. But pulling up to the spot here, gonna unload the kayak, get out in the water, and then start fishing, see what we find out there. And when fishing, especially new spots, but really anytime you go out fishing, especially out on the open ocean, super important to have a good idea of what the weather is going to be like. And that brings me to the sponsor of this video, which is Windy app. And they provide just great forecasts of ocean conditions, or really just any weather conditions, wind, swell, all that kind of stuff. And I'm really excited that they're here to sponsor this video. So if we take a look at the Windy app on my smartphone, you can see Windy app provides forecasts all over the world, including the Bay Area. So if I drop a pin here in the middle of the San Francisco Bay, I can pinpoint the forecast location and see what that exact spot is looking multiple days in advance. And it's super important for us kayak anglers, staying safe out on the water. Having a good forecast you can rely on it's critical. I'll just say that. But yeah, you can see we can check different areas. This is Half Moon Bay. You can see the forecast includes anything from wind speed, wind direction, air temperature, all that great stuff. And finally, let's just say you want to go on a fishing trip down south, go all the way to Panama, go target some rooster fish, and you want to know what the weather's going to be like. You can scroll down here, click on the pin that they have right there at Cambutal, and you can see the same forecast multiple days in advance. And if you want to try it for yourself, click the link in the description and take advantage of that 7-day free trial. Thank you again to Windy app for sponsoring this video. Alright, we're good to go. Bump this thing up into full speed. Alright, we're making our way out of the harbor here. It's a nice, calm, sunny morning. A little bit cold, but other than that, really nice morning. We're gonna go see what we can find. I wanna fish a bunch of different depths today. I wanna try fishing like 80 to 100 feet of water. I wanna try fishing like 150 to 200 feet of water. And I also want to fish like 300 feet of water. So I feel like at those different depths, there's going to be all different kinds of fish. And like I said, I never really fished this area, so I kind of want to see what's down there. So yeah, we're going to try to find a multitude of different species today. We'll see what happens. Don't really know what's down there, but there's only one way to find out. So this is a super unique area in that I'm basically casting distance away from the jetty behind me, and it's already 107 feet deep. There's a super steep drop off. There's a huge canyon that comes right into this little area, and yeah, like I said, we're gonna fish super deep today. Normally from a kayak, you probably wouldn't fish any deeper than like, I don't know, I normally fish like 60 to 40 feet of water, but today we're gonna be able to get to, you know, super deep depths. You know, I think we're going to start at the 300 foot depth. I honestly think I'm going to catch bigger fish in shallower. When I say shallow, I mean like 100 to like 80 feet of water, maybe 150 feet of water. But I want to try fishing out deep. You know, let's just go straight out to the bottom of the canyon. You know, the deep of the deep, and see what's in there. So I'm going to start off with this sabiki rig right here. And normally I use sabiki rigs all the time to catch live bait, but this one is different in that it's got much bigger hooks than the ones that I normally use. It's crazy to think there's so much water below me right now. It's not the deepest I've ever taken my kayak. I've actually taken it past 1,000 feet. Not in this area, but in another area where there's another canyon like this that comes right in close to shore. But this is probably, other than that spot, the deepest I'll ever take this kayak. I'm anticipating we find some sand dabs, but what I really want to find is some petrale sole. Now, I haven't caught very many petrale sole. I've definitely never targeted them. and they're really good eating. And if I can find some, I'll be a happy man. But I think we're gonna start off at 300 feet of water. Honestly, from what I've heard from other people, I feel like we're gonna have a better chance of finding some in like 150-ish feet of water. So we'll head there next. But first, we're gonna drop in this 300-foot depth and yeah, just see what's down there. Honestly, if I catch something, there's a good chance that I'm not even gonna know what it is, but we're gonna hopefully find some cool stuff today. And we're already, as we speak, my fish finder's already reading 302 feet, so we're already past the 300-foot mark. I'm gonna check Navionics because there's a couple spots that I want to hit. It's official. Look at that, 323 feet, 328 feet. Super deep. I think we're gonna drop down right around here. We'll start here and see what happens. Like I said, I'm gonna put some squid on here, but it's still kind of frozen, so let's just drop down, no bait. So if I catch them without baiting, it'd be a lot nicer. Going down. 300 feet, it's a long way down there. It's gonna be a long way back up too. So with these sabiki rigs, usually you want to give it a little bit of a jigging motion, just kind of get those little flashy things fluttering, create some commotion down there. But honestly, it's so deep, I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make, but we'll do it anyways. Alright, the sabikis by themselves weren't working, so I'm going to try tipping it with some squid here. If nothing eats this, then there's probably no fish down there. We gotta move, but let's try this really quick. Basically, I just had these little strips of squid. This was fresh at one point, but it's been in my freezer for a little while now. I caught these back in the beginning of the year. A little bit of flavor. If I was a fish down there, I wouldn't be able to resist a fresh little strip of squid. I think we're gonna make a move. If there's fish down there, they would have been biting it by now. I don't think this is gonna be like a bait and wait type thing. I think when we find the spot where the fish are, it should be boom, boom, boom right away. And I did get one little tap, but not really much going on down there. All right, let's try it here. Definitely a little ledge right here. So I'm liking that. So we'll see. A little bit shallow here. Maybe like 250. Yeah, there's something on there. Alright, let's see. First fish of the day. If I had to guess, I'm thinking it's a small sand dab, maybe even a couple of them. Oh my gosh. Okay, I was right. 4 little sand dabs. These are so small, they're see-through. I don't know if you can see on the GoPro, you see all of their spine and all the guts and stuff in there. These are a little small. Sand dabs are good eating, but I'd like to get something a little bit bigger before I start keeping fish. This time. Yep, another sand dab. This guy's got some big parasites under those gills. Those are super common with sand dabs and lingcod and stuff like that. Kind of creepy looking creatures, but I don't think they hurt the fish really. Seems like they're okay. They survive just fine with them. They look like giant ticks. Gonna get a shoulder workout in today, that's for sure. Lots of cranking. You probably would normally want to do this with an electric reel, but I haven't seen anyone use electric reel on a kayak yet, but I'm sure at some point someone's done it. It'd be a lot of work to get all that battery and everything out here. Maybe I could somehow hook it up to my kayak battery. That would be kind of cool. But for now, we're just reduced to old-fashioned cranking. Yep, another sand dab. Oh, there's a whale. It's kind of cool. Don't see too many whales during the winter time, but that's, I guess, validation for the crab trap closure right now for crabbing, at least in this area. I think the whole coast right now is shut down, not for crabbing, but for crab traps, so like the cages. Right now we're only allowed to use hoop nets, and it's because of those whales right there that are migrating through. It's been a while since I've seen one. If I was salmon fishing, I'd probably troll right on past that one, maybe follow it around for a little bit. A lot of times the salmon will follow the whales around. Actually, a lot of fish will follow the whales around. I think I've heard tuna do the same thing. But I don't think that sand dabs or petrale sole follow around the whales. So for now, I think we'll just let that guy go off on his own. Alright, well, it seems like this area is just filled with these like 4 to 5 inch sand dabs. I'm okay catching some sand dabs, but I'd like it if they were a little bit bigger. So let's make a little bit bigger move here. I was looking at Navionics, which shows the bottom contour of the ocean. And so there's a little, like, I'm in a canyon right here. Let's see if I can. There's a canyon right here. I'm sitting on it, and then there's a little hump up here. So I'm gonna go fish that. That's like 150-ish feet of water. And then the other side of that, there's another canyon. So we'll fish that top part, see what's down there. If that doesn't work, we'll go hit the canyon on the other side of that. And see if we can change up our luck here. Oh man. Oh, I guess more sand dabs. Maybe a little bit bigger, but still not the size that I'm looking for. Yep, more of the same. It's probably the biggest one yet. You can see how see-through those are when I hold them up to the sun like that. Anyways, that's probably the biggest one yet, but I'm still gonna hold out. Holding out for a little bit bigger. That's a little bit better. That might be something good. So I just pulled up to 290 feet. I'm farther out than I skipped a few. I kind of stopped recording all the dang sand dabs I was getting. I feel like it was getting kind of old, but this one feels a little bit bigger. I don't know what this is. I don't think it's a sand dab. All right, here it comes. What is this? Oh no. Oh no. No. Dang, there must have been a rock down there. Definitely not petrale sole, unfortunately. Just a string of rockfish. Unfortunately for these guys, they have barotrauma because they're brought up from so far down, but some of them might swim back. That one goes down. Now what we're looking for. We'll move a little bit, get off that rock. Hopefully there's something else. Maybe there, that's good though. If there's some structure down there, there could also be some other kinds of fish. So hopefully things are looking up here. Oh, something different. Not really what we're looking for, but different species. It's a little lizard fish. Not a very desired species, but you You know, it is something different. Kind of looks like a little mini lingcod. Got those teeth in there. Anyway, different species. Well, I don't think I was recording, which is unfortunate, but finally caught a sand dab worth keeping here. Wash them off. Honestly, there's not much to fight anyway, so you didn't miss much, but that is a decent sand dab. Definitely some more meat on those bones than the ones I've been catching. So we'll go ahead and take this one home. Still looks kind of see-through. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, it's kind of hard. The sun's at your back, so you wouldn't be able to see it, but anyway. First fish going in the box. Fish, just messing with my camera. Ooh, something good. So I got rid of the sabiki and I started trolling this hoochie setup. This is something that I use for halibut many times, especially during the peak halibut season, because I figured it's gonna weed through all those sand dabs. You're not gonna be able to eat this bigger bait. I don't know what this is. Kind of feels like a rockfish, to be honest, but I don't know. We'll see. It's definitely not a sand dab. Got kind of tired of catching those guys. Something a little bit more weight on it. Ooh, looking flat. Oh, dang. It's actual halibut. Yeah. Well, not a petrelli sole, but that's about the size of the petrelli sole we're looking for. Yep, that's California halibut. More of the size that we're looking for, but obviously not the right species. These need to be 22 inches in order to keep. That's definitely a male. But yeah, these need to be 22 inches in order to keep, and unfortunately that one is definitely not 22 inches. So we'll let him go, but you know, if we get a big keeper, you know, one obviously a little bit bigger than this, then we'll definitely go home with that. That's the hoochie setup I'm using right there. If you watch any of my halibut videos from earlier this season, when the bite was good, this is what I was using a lot of the time to catch a bunch of fish. A lot easier than using bait, so you can just put it down there. You don't have to worry about anything stealing your bait. There's always something down there for those fish to eat, and obviously it's effective. Who knows, if this is working well, maybe I'll just put 2 of these setups down. I was just actually tying up, getting ready to put a squid on this one. I think I'm still gonna do that, but hey, halibut. Well, I came out here to catch something different, but I'm back on the halibut grind, I guess. So we'll see. Maybe I'll find a big one out here. Someone did comment on one of my last halibut videos saying that some of the biggest halibut that they've caught were during the winter months, which I personally haven't caught that many winter halibut, but who knows? If there's something to that, maybe we'll find a big one out here.
2 o'clock today.
Oh, big one. Big one, big one. Big one, big one. Big one. Oh, give you a little update while we're here. I caught that one little halibut right at the beginning, right when I started trolling. So I thought I was gonna be able to find more, but I've literally found nothing. I think it's been about maybe at least an hour, maybe 2 hours. Searching around. Dang, that was the first bite that I had. Even with the frozen squid, I hasn't gotten bit yet. planning to head in at 2. It's 1:30 now, so I guess we got about half an hour left. Might push it a little bit longer if weather allows, but the wind was supposed to pick up around 2, so that's when I was planning to head back. But oh man, that was a good fish. I don't know if that was a halibut or not, but whatever it was, rip and drag for a little bit, and then it came off. I really wish that last fish would have stayed pinned. I don't even know what it was. My guess is that it was a good sized halibut, but I'll look at the footage tonight when I get home, see if I can tell, or at least get some more clues based on the foot, like how the bite looked. But wasn't planning on it originally. I think now I have unfinished business out here, so tomorrow morning I'm back out here. I gotta get something good. The fish won today, but I'm coming back tomorrow for revenge. We're back. Day number 2. Yesterday was all fun and games. We went around out deep. We looked for some weird fish. Ended up catching a bunch of sand dabs. So that was all fun and games. But today, we mean business. We're going for meat. I'm trying to catch a keeper halibut. Originally, this wasn't a mission for halibut. I was originally gonna go out and see if I could find something cool out deep, but after yesterday, I got a little taste, and that one fish that I lost, the one on this rod back here, after looking at the footage, I think it was a halibut. It's hard to tell because it wasn't on for very long, but I think it was a nice big halibut. So that's exactly what we're gonna go look for today. I'm gonna go out, patrol that same little area, and hopefully we find that one that we lost. This time I'm running 2 rods, both with the hoochie setup, because last time I drifted around a frozen squid yesterday for the whole time. I was also using the hoochie, and that never got touched, not even a single bite. So I don't know if it was just chance or what. Usually that's a good option, frozen squid, but it wasn't yesterday. So we're gonna go with what's working, this hoochie setup. I got one on this rod, and I'm gonna put one down on this rod as well. So we have 2 down there, hopefully double our chances. Last time I got 2 hits on 1 rod with the hoochie setup that we're using, and we're only doing it for the second half of the day. So today we're committing fully to trying to catch a big halibut, and so it's 9 o'clock right now. A little bit of a late start, but 9 o'clock. We got lines down, 1 line down I should say. Gonna get the second one here. It's a full-on assault for these wintertime halibut. Honestly, I wasn't really planning on going for it, but I don't know. I think just missing that fish yesterday lit a fire under me, so I had no choice but to come back and try to catch one. I never caught a 40-inch halibut on camera. That's been a goal of mine for a while, and I don't know if today's the day, but it would be pretty cool if it was. We're gonna give ourselves every opportunity for it to happen. Sure, drags are good. Good. A little loose. All right. Come on, big halibut. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this. Not sure how long that guy was on there, but he definitely bit off a little more than he could chew. Little sand dab. Well, I'm not sure if it's the same one, but that gray seagull back there has been following me around for the last hour or so. And yesterday, it looked like the same seagull. I don't know if it's the same one or not, but same looking seagull followed me around for like 6 hours or something like that, and I didn't give him anything. And then finally, when I was quitting and I was throwing all my extra bait out, he was gone. It was gone. I don't know, he just missed out. He literally didn't follow me for like 30 minutes at the end of the day, and that happened to be the time when he had an opportunity. But now he's back at it. following me around. His legs must be working hard underneath there. Unfortunately today I'm just using artificial, so he might not get any reward for his efforts, but he's trying. And now he's got a buddy. A white seagull back there. Still looking for that halibut. Haven't found anything yet. Still searching. Very easy to get discouraged at this time, but the real diehards will persevere. I don't know if I'm gonna catch one or not, but I'm gonna try. That's for sure. It's already 2 o'clock now. Been on the water for like, man, 6 hours already. Oh man, that's a long time. We're not catching fish. I'm not giving up. Fish. What is this? Alright, we got something. Well, for a little bit of context, I've been trolling for over 7 hours now, and the only thing that I've caught are really those couple of sand dabs that I showed you. And I got something here. It's definitely not big, but I think it's bigger than a sand dab. It's the only thing that I've caught so far that I actually knew was on the line. So we'll see. Whole part of this mission was to come out here and explore. So exploring we're doing. A lot of it has been unproductive in terms of catching, but you know, it's not always about catching, as they say. I would have liked to catch that one that I lost yesterday, but you know, at least we're out here trying. What is this? Oh, what do you know? It's a halibut. Wow. I honestly didn't think it was a halibut. And I don't think it's a keeper, but it's pretty close. We're gonna measure him. I don't think he's gonna make it. I think he's gonna get to swim back, but we're gonna try. We're gonna check. All right, look at that. Definitely not the one I lost. The one I lost was, if it was a halibut, a lot bigger than this. But hey, that's what we're looking for all day. A quick measure. Honestly, it doesn't look like it, but if it is, oh my gosh. Nope, not quite. Man, he's close, but not quite. 21 3/4. Almost a keeper. This guy was almost coming home for dinner, but lucky for him, a 1/4 inch too short. But you know what? It's a halibut. Thanks for playing, dude. Give me a little kick. Well, I know it wasn't the big one that we're after, but I do feel a little bit better now that I caught one. And I was debating whether or not to post this video originally, but I think I'm gonna do it and leave you with one question. What was that big fish that I lost yesterday? Do you think it was a big halibut? Do you think it was something else? Personally, I'm leaning towards big halibut, but you know, there's no real way to know for sure. I'm open to other ideas. So anyways, that's all for now. Heading in, calling it a day. this journey is complete. I definitely didn't pick the best time to come try and catch my first halibut in this area, so maybe I'll come back during the summer months when those halibut are up and feeding a little bit more than they are right now. But for now, this place is a mystery, and there's one fish down there that it's got my name on it. So whatever that one fish was, mystery fish 1, guide fishing 0 for now, but I'll be back. Anyways, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.